I'm going to walk you through the setup of Datadog's Google Cloud integration, so you can start collecting metrics and logs from your Google Cloud services effortlessly. Before we dive in, let's talk about the prerequisites. To get everything running smoothly, there are a few key roles and APIs you need to have enabled in your Google Cloud projects. This is essential, especially if you're planning to use service account impersonation and automatic project discovery. So, make sure you have the following APIs enabled. The Cloud Resource Manager API, which helps in managing your Google Cloud resources. The Google Cloud Billing API, which is crucial for monitoring and managing your billing information. The Cloud Monitoring API, which allows Datadog to gather the metrics that are vital for your monitoring. The Compute Engine API, so you can monitor your virtual machines. The Cloud Asset API, which lets you query your Google Cloud resources. And finally, the IAM API, which is essential for managing permissions and access controls. Now that we've ensured all the necessary APIs are enabled, it's time to move on to metric collection. We'll be installing the integration using service account impersonation and automatic project discovery to bring Datadog into your Google Cloud environment. This approach is really powerful. It allows you to monitor all the projects that are visible to a service account. Just by assigning the right IAM roles, you can either assign these roles to projects one by one, or take it a step further by configuring Datadog to monitor entire groups of projects. This can be done at the organization or folder level, which is super efficient. Once set up, Datadog will automatically discover and monitor every project within the scope, including any new projects that are added later. Here's how you can get started. First, head over to your Google Cloud console. Navigate to IAM and Admin and then select Service Accounts. Click on Create Service Account at the top. Give your service account a unique name, something that stands out so you'll recognize it later. Then click Create and Continue. Now, it's time to add the necessary roles. You'll want to include Monitoring Viewer, Compute Viewer, Cloud Asset Viewer, and Browser. Once you've added these roles, click Continue, then Done to finalize the creation of your service account. With that, you've set up your service account to work seamlessly with Datadog, ensuring you can monitor all relevant Google Cloud projects with ease. Alright, moving forward. Now, if you don't already have the Datadog agent installed, don't worry, we'll get you set up. First things first, you'll need to create a Datadog account if you haven't already. Once that's done, we'll focus on installing the Datadog agent on a Kubernetes cluster. Before we proceed, make sure you have an active and ready to use Kubernetes cluster. This is essential, as the Datadog agent will be deployed within your cluster. We're going to use Helm charts for the installation. Helm makes it easy to manage Kubernetes applications, and Datadog's documentation provides a straightforward guide for this process. Once the agent is installed, you can check the status of your pods by running the command kubectl get pods. you should see the Datadog agent pod listed there. To make sure everything is working smoothly, you can describe the pod and check the logs. This will confirm that the agent has started and is fully functional. And that's it. You're now Moan. Alright, now that we've set up our Google Cloud Service account, the next step is crucial: adding the Datadog principal to your service account. This will enable Datadog to effectively monitor your Google Cloud resources, ensuring that you capture all the essential metrics and logs. Let's break this down step by step. First, head over to your Datadog account and navigate to the Integration section. From there, select Google Cloud Platform. You'll see an option to add GCP account. If this is the first time you're configuring this integration, you'll be automatically redirected to the setup page. Now, if you haven't generated a Datadog principal for your organization, don't worry, it's just a click away. Simply hit the Generate Principal button. This principal acts as a unique identifier that links Datadog to your Google Cloud environment securely. Once the principal is generated, copy it. This is important because you'll need to paste it into your Google Cloud console in just a moment. Now, don't close that Datadog window just yet. Keep it open because we'll come back to it after a quick detour to the Google Cloud console. Next, let's switch over to the Google Cloud console. Navigate to the Service Accounts menu, and find the service account you created earlier in this process. Click on the Permissions tab and then on Grant Access. This is where we're going to paste the Datadog principal to grant it the necessary permissions. In the new Principals text box, paste the Datadog principal that you copied earlier. Now, it's time to assign the correct role to this principal. Choose the Service Account Token Creator role. This role is essential because it allows Datadog to impersonate the service account and access the data it needs to monitor your resources effectively. Now that the Datadog principal is in place, let's finalize the integration setup back in Datadog. Return to your Google Cloud console and navigate to the Service Account Greater Than Details tab. Here, you'll find the email associated with the service account you created earlier. This email will look something like at id.iam.gserviceunt.com. Copy this email address. It's what ties everything together. Head back to the Datadog interface, where you previously generated your Datadog principal. In the Add Service Account email box, paste the email you just copied. Finally, click on Verify and Save Account. Now, sit tight for about 15 minutes. During this time, Datadog will start pulling in metrics from your Google Cloud environment. Once this process is complete, you'll begin to see those metrics appear in your Datadog dashboard. And there you have it.